Namaste, and welcome back to another episode of Scientific Connections Project Geeta. Last week, we discussed how small changes in the structure of the brain impacts emotional intelligence. If you look at the nonsensical, sometimes violent acts that people who are otherwise smart commit, you'll see that at the core lies people's inability or unwillingness to control their emotions. In other words, it's not lack of intelligence that leads people to failure, rather, it's lack of wisdom, that is, lack of emotional intelligence. The Gita admonishes us against this pitfall throughout. For clarity, I'll mention here a few verses from the end of chapter 2, verses 56 through 64. Sri Krishna is describing here what constitutes a person of steady wisdom and also what the absence of steady wisdom can lead to. Let me focus in on verses 62, 63, and 64. Let me warn you, this is my own take on the message. It's not an exact translation. Okay, here goes. When a person constantly thinks about material objects and rewards, he or she develops a craving for these things. The craving causes attachment, and the craving is not satisfied, anger arises. That was verse 62. Now, from anger follows delusion. From delusion, loss of memory. From loss of memory, the destruction of discriminating power. And finally, the destruction of discriminating power ruins one's character and life. But Sri Krishna says, the self-controlled person moving among objects with his or her senses under restraint and free from both attraction and repulsion attains perfect peace. So I hope this is inspiring to you. Happy reading and happy learning. Until then, until next week, namaste.